Hey, yo, what's going on right now? You watching Casino is the name, and I'm going to tell you about the conversation that pretty much changed my life. The reason why I quit my job was really based off of this conversation. I mean, at the end of that conversation, I knew I was done. I knew it. Okay? And the conversation was $100 million conversation. And when I say $100 million conversation, it's because I had to sit down with a guy, older black guy, who made 100 million. And when I heard that amount, and because I knew how he did it, right? I already knew because what we were talking about, the industry we were referring to, I already knew how much money was. I knew it was a lot of money there. But it's different. It's different when you can sit across from somebody and they can tell you, "Hey, I'm just a regular guy and I made 100 million." Okay, and super cool, super laid back. Of course, you can tell he got bread. Everything's good, life is good. All of that. But um, when he says like, "What are you doing?" Like you can get this. About this. You have every tool at your disposal to do this or beyond, and you have me. I can show you, like, to have somebody who actually made $100 million, and oh, if you can do it, then I can definitely do it. And it's different from being a hypothetical kind of thing. You know, it's just way different when you actually can say, "Oh, this is real. This isn't something I'm reading in a book. This isn't none of that. This is somebody who's documented, made that bread." You know what I'm saying? So at the end of that conversation, because I didn't like, it's weird, right? Because I'm not somebody who necessarily sets my. It might sound crazy because if people think of like the things that I do and other things that I might be into, they think that I'm going to be somebody who sets my sights to the max. Okay, that has never been me actually. My name is Casino, but I don't gamble. Matter of fact, that's part of the reason why my name is Casino. But but I don't gamble like other people gamble. They guess. It's a lot of guessing. Okay. I don't really like to guess. I like sure bets. That's how I got to this point, by making safe and methodical decisions, right? And so people think that Casino, oh, you tell Casino you made $100, he thinking, oh, I'm finna go make $10,000. No, if you told me you got $100 out of that, then I can say, well, shoot, I can at least get 10. If he got 100, I can at least get 10, regardless how motivated or how amazing that I may feel inside. I still say, is that $10 worth me getting up and walking over there or doing whatever that is? Even though he made 100, let's say I only do 10% of that. Is that enough to motivate me? And that's how I look at things. I don't necessarily, because you may be Michael Jordan. You may be a unique situation. This guy may be the most amazing person in his whatever field or category. And I may not be that guy. Maybe I am only 1/10 of the guy he is in that category. And now I'm looking at, okay, well, that's still 10 million in this situation, right? You made 100 million. I can at least do 10, right? And if I stayed in my career field or at my job, let's say I made six figures, right? Let's just say, even if I got SES and I made like 180,000 a year, right? Because my position capped out at 126 over a period of time, right? Like even if I was there 18 years, my position capped out at 126. It was gonna go up with inflation anyway. But let's just say I averaged 100. Let's say I moved up to a SES and I was making 180,000 a year. 10 years, it's still 1.8 million, right? So it took me 10 million to get to just shy of $2 million, right? And 20 years, I'd be at about 4 million. Low, it's just like 3.6 million, right? So less shy of 4 million, right? And it would still take several years before I could even get to an SES position. But in a 30-year time frame, right? It's still not enough, right? It's still too short. Like I'm still shy of $6 million. It's still not enough, even in a 30-year time frame, to equal a 10 million, not 100 million, right? Because I'm not even looking at 100 million. I'm saying I can at least do 10. If he can do 100, even if I feel like I can kill it more than him, if he did 100, minimum I can do 10. I am amazing. I am. I know. I am amazing. Okay? So I can at least do 10. As a minimum, should be able to do that in my sleep, right? And I'm looking at a 30-year career at the highest level of, say, 180,000 a year as a GS or SES, which is above GS 15. And I'm making 180,000 a year for 30 years, and it's still shy of 6 million, right? And I have always had other things coming in, but just looking at my personal career field, it's like, okay, 6 million. And how long did you take to make that? How many years did it take you to make that 100 million? You said? And he's like, took me like 7 years. The first 2 years I didn't know what I was doing. So it took me about 7 years of actually, doing what I was doing to make that amount of money. That's when I quit. I quit internally. Like I still was showing up to do my job, but like I was done. And I was done. Okay. I was like, yo, I'm done. I don't know if y'all understand how done I am, but I'm just waiting on a moment where I can step away and still make enough money to cover my lifestyle. Um, as soon as that was enough, I was out of there, right? As soon as that was done. And so now I'm on this new path. But that was the conversation that changed it all for me because at a minimum, I could do 10 million. And instead of it taking me 30 years to do six, I could do 10 in maybe 7. If he did it, I could do it. And that's where I'm at right now. So my current trajectory, my current plan or goals are 5 million in 5 years. And I think that is absolutely doable. I'm about to be a millionaire, multi-millionaire, and I I know it's coming. Even if there's some kind of little struggles here and there, I know it's coming. Okay, I'm not even worried about it. It's coming. All right, and I'm about to start putting this work in for real. Y'all about to see some major growth in this government contracting space. I'm currently sitting at 402,000 in contracts, and 5 months in. That's actually should be a whole separate video about talking about that. But anyway, right now you watching Casino Is the Name. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and we out.